Tonight we have some special guests with us. We were on their podcast last week. Was it last 2 weeks ago? Damn, time be flying. Time flies. 2 weeks ago. Yeah, a nice little panel. Nice little discussion. Welcome to the show, the Davises.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
How y'all feeling? Good. Good. So we I'm about to say.
Did you freeze, nigga? You just freeze.
I'm nervous. No, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Listen, 2 weeks is a long time, my man.
So tell us a little bit about y'all show.
Your mic is loud.
And how y'all, got started.
Okay. Go ahead, Sheree. You start us off.
Mine is out.
Ladies first.
So I didn't actually say this at the podcast when we had the live in person, but anywho, it actually started from we was going to Crystal's cocktails and conversation.
Shout out my cousin Crystal.
Yes, of course. And they were like, single this, single that, single this, single that. And I'm like, okay, what's other things besides single? I'm like, I think that would be cool if we can have like relationship talk, marriage talk. Like,
Poly
it's
talk.
a lot of people. Yeah,
Poly?
Yeah.
Right.
Poly.
Just checking.
You said probably?
poly. We had that talk too early on.
Pico, you should have been there.
Yeah.
Good shit.
It was interesting. We had some good people on there. They was on there like letting y'all know what it really is.
Yeah, that's dope.
So yeah, I'm like, we should do like a podcast where it's like for people like that's married and relationships, things like that. Cause it's like everybody is single this, single that, single. I'm like, darn.
Gun ho single. And everybody's just gun ho single.
Yeah, everybody. But it's like y'all all still single though. And I'm like, we need to give light to marriage and relationships and let them know like they do exist. Is that better?
And they do work, right?
And they do work. Right. So we actually did a couples retreat. We had 7 different couples. We had a couple that was engaged. We had a couple that was 15 years in. We had 10 years, 2 years. And they were, of course, in that 2 years, Steve, anybody that's married, no. Ready to kill each other, ready to get a divorce, everything else. All that good stuff. And we had a ball. We did vision board, cooking, and we had this real big house. It was just so nice. I did like little trinkets for everybody, pictures and little stuff for them to just do with each other in the rooms. It was really, really nice. So after that, we did like a little recap. That was our first episode. We did a recap on the couples retreat, and then it just went from there. And then we just started with involving everybody else on social media, getting their thoughts on what they want to talk about and everything else. So we're like 52 episodes in at this point.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you know what's crazy? So for me with y'all, with Sticks Talk, because I heard y'all talk more than one time, I always hear y'all saying during COVID, y'all got really, really close.
Yeah.
In y'all marriage.
Yeah.
Now I know you've been married for what? 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
So COVID was just what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
So I won't be all in y'all business.
Yeah, we're going to be all in their business. How did COVID get y'all closer?
Right,
Y'all
so
said
yeah.
nothing.
COVID got us closer because COVID shut the world down. We were in 2 different directions in life. I was looking at it as like, okay, it's time for me to be a single mom, a divorced woman. So I just started building in that mindset. And he was just doing what he was doing. So I'm like, okay, well, that's just what we doing. And then COVID happened. I was working out in the airport at the time, and it just stopped. Everything stopped. School stopped, work stopped, everything stopped. And it's like, we just was in the house like, all right.
No, I really got to interact with you.
Yes. Now we, what are we doing? Like, are we going to talk about what's going on, what's really going on? Or are we going to just, I don't even know, because it really wasn't nothing we can do. We couldn't go outside. Everything was shut down. So it was just time for that uncomfortable conversation.
So did y'all feel lucky that y'all made it through? Because a lot of couples,
got
dissolved during
yes.
during COVID, like they were sitting in some Lysol, like. So, are y'all happy? Not happy, but are y'all kind of glad that COVID happened and it kind of y'all made it through versus
went the total opposite. Yes, because I feel like if COVID didn't happen, we may not have been here.
Yeah, that's dope.
So yes, I'm definitely thankful because it just gave.
My bad. Can you just pull it down like hers is?
Oh.
It's like
It's blocking her face.
it's like covering your face.
Okay.
Right there is perfect. It's perfect.
Okay, that's good.
Those parts that go, it's cool right there.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, I think so.
Your phone, and I can't reach it. All
If COVID didn't happen, I think we wouldn't be where we are today. And it just taught us a valuable lesson of how to appreciate each other, how much we really mean to each other in each other's lives, how important we are to each other as a team. It's not just a me or a him, it's a us. So it just taught us how to be team players. And a lot of people let their egos and pride get in the way with a lot of things. And for us, it was like, no, this is really where we need to be. Like, it's okay. We going to have disagreements and uncomfortable conversations, but it's okay. Like, we can still move forward. And that's just what it taught us. Because, like I said, we were just more so like, what? I don't care what you're talking about. No. Oh, what? This what you want to do? Oh, okay, cool. Well, this is what I'm going to do.
right.
All right. So from a male's eyes, what were you seeing before COVID and then through COVID and then now?
So I think COVID was interesting because we were in such an unsettled situation. We didn't know. I remember around COVID, I really didn't know what was going on in terms of just safety. So for me, it was a time where I didn't know if it was going to be a situation we was going to be on a famine tip. People was taking all of the paper towels out the Walmart and all of that. So it was a state of chaos. And I think in a state of chaos, in a state of war, in a state of tragedy, the man becomes valuable again. You know what I mean? And I think that it helps to balance out, our roles, our place in the household. You know what I mean? So now I step back in the position of protector, you know what I mean? And then she steps back in the position of, organizer, nurturer, and all of those things. And it wasn't even a conversation. We just hopped into that and there was no ego involved, like she was saying. So I think that was one of the things that really helped to just balance us out because, throughout our relationship, it is it has been an ego, you know what I'm saying? It's been a battle back and forth, you know what I mean? And then we have all of these new introduced ways of how a household should be ran, you know what I mean? And anybody can get caught up in it, you know what I mean? Just because we see something that say men shouldn't do the dishes now, I got a problem with doing dishes, or you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying.
You're not doing
He's gonna say I'm not doing no dishes.
I agree with you. No, I agree with you.
No, he slid that.
I actually enjoy doing the dishes. Like the running water is soothing to me.
It's common.
So I do the dishes all the time, but
No, that was that. Listen, we was about to get divorced over dishes. Like I really felt like that was one of those big things, and I just thought everything was a challenge. Everything was a back and forth. But again, during COVID, it was more of us. We've always had this unspoken ability to work as a team. Mm-hmm. So something as small as like a cookout at the house or, a family gathering. Like I'll just naturally hop in position and start to, play whatever role needs to be played. And we just play off each other. If I got to grab the mop, I'm grabbing the mop. Whatever is going to make this situation successful. And we put on a lot of functions like that, and somewhere along the lines, we kind of stray away from that and get into this ego thing. But we actually do have a really good, ability to be partners, to just be partners. Forget marriage, this and all of that. And again, I think we stray away from it. But like I said, during that time, we just hop right in our bag. You know what I mean? Yep. You washing the clothes, I'm folding, or you folding, I'm putting away. So we was all like kind of moving in that direction.
You doing everything I'm watching?
There you go. Whatever works for the team.
For the team.
Whatever
Like,
works for the team.
Go, baby, go.
You washing them dishes, girl.
Smack on the butt.
Right.
Yeah.
Get them suds all over.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're going to get it later. Be sleep later. I'm horrible. Don't worry about it. Don't worry
We
about
all
me.
know what role you play.
Well, we're so happy to have y'all with
Right.
us.
Thanks
today,
for having
y'all.
us.
Put y'all Instagram out there for y'all. I don't know if y'all want to share your personal or the podcast. Or
Well, I only have actually one for the actual part, but I do have we are on YouTube. That's the Davises and Friends. All 52 episodes are there, all available now for watching, and we're also on Apple Podcasts for audio as well. The Davis and Friends again, but my Instagram is Cherise_companies_LLC. Yeah.
Yeah. So my Instagram is at I am max level _mall. And we didn't really say what we do.
Right, I'm about to get into that.
Yeah.
About to get
So
into that.
I'm a barber and shop owner in West Philadelphia. And the name of our barbershop and salon is Maximum Level, MXL Salon. We have a Instagram for that, and I think that's Max Level.
MXL Studio.
Oh, MXL Studios. I'm sorry.
And I've been seeing you be like training, like
Yes.
doing your
The boot camps.
the boot camp.
So yeah, this is something that's pretty cool. One of my secret powers is that I can teach just about anybody to cut hair. Yeah. So I taught my 7-year-old son how to cut hair. Well, he was 7 at the time. I'm sorry. He's now 12. But taught him how to cut hair. I've been in the barbershop since I was probably about 7 or so myself. And so I teach classes on how to cut hair from young ages all the way up to, however old.
So I cut my son's hair, and he's asking me now to teach him how to cut his own hair. And maybe I might have to bring him to the course, because that's one less thing I have to do if he know how to, do it. Also, I want to learn, I cannot figure out how to get my blend on my beard. Like, I can blend everybody else's hair, but for some reason I try to blend my own joint. It don't be looking the way I wanted
There's
to
a
do.
couple simple steps. That's probably the most simplest.
Yeah, I need that. I
Right.
need
I
that.
you never
right
know
now,
see how that works?
I got
Cut
you.
the podcast off. But do a damn barber tutorial. Damn this
But
podcast.
listen, barbering is. I always have clippers. You got a butter knife and some. But cutting hair has been amazing because even when I was in school, I never was like the broke college kid. I always had barbering where I could barter, trade. So I had shrimp in my little mini refrigerator.
Package shrimp for this haircut.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? So keep that in mind. Barbering is a way to stay,
As long as your
stay
hands
thriving.
working, that's always a way to make money.
Absolutely.
My hands be working.
See, there you go, Lord.
Hands
All right, well, there you go. Talk about hands working. Right,
Y'all want to talk about hands working?
it's the moment.
No, fetish time.
You don't want to talk about hands working? Y'all want to talk about hands working today?
Why not?
No,
It's fetish time.
Let's get into it.
It's fetish time. That's my little song. Y'all want to sing with me?
no, you don't.
It's fetish time. The reggae song. It's fetish time.
What?
It's horrible. Just do the damn fetish.
Right. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody with me. Good.
Okay.
All right. Tonight's fetish is brought to you by Uncrustables. Like, I'm kidding.
How you gonna you want to get put it off?
What? Bring a package. Hold it up. Hold it up.
Tonight's fetish is spelled, COPROPHILIA, coprophilia.
What?
Or corporophilia, maybe. I didn't listen to the pronunciation of it. So what y'all think it is?
It's something with your hand, because corporal tunnel is when you got the.
C-O.
Oh, like corporate.
COPRO.
This probably some old kinky
PHILIA.
ass.
Like copro or copro. I gotta listen to
Can I see it?
No, because
I like to announce, pronounce.
Like corporal tunnel?
No.
Corporal.
C-O. Carpal tunnel. C-O-R.
Corporal tunnel?
Corporal tunnel.
Like
Anyway,
corporal
I'm gonna give it to y'all
tunnel?
now. So coprophilia is an erotic fascination with feces and general
No.
filth
See?
No.
See?
Come
See?
on.
and cleanliness. Excuse me.
So this came from the Caucasus Mountains.
Facts.
Don't they all do?
When a person experiences some type of sexual pleasure associated with feces, they are coprophiliacs. They enjoy either watching people defecate defecating on someone themselves or being defecated on, smearing feces, and sometimes eating feces.
Gotcha.
Whoa.
So there's a so I
It's disgusting.
so I got a
Uh-oh.
I got a story around.
Oh Lord.
Oh, this is low even for you. Wow.
I have never done any of the feces work, but so I used to work at I used to do security, and one of the dudes like, yo, I got this tape. This is when we had VHS. Tapes.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I got this tape, and he's like, yo, I just gotta let you know the joint crazy. Like, watch it at your own risk. I'm like, I'm down. Like, go home, turn the joint on. So it's like, the porn music come on.
Getting your jerky.
Porn music, you know what I mean?
He get the jerkers ready. He got his jerkers ready.
I'm like,
It's go time.
I'm like, this joint about to be litty. So they
I know that, John. The two girls.
two girls, one cup. So they show like a
my
glass
goodness.
table and the
no.
camera under the table, right? And then the joint get on top of the table and start like pooping all on the table. So then they pick it up and they're like smearing it.
Wow.
Smearing it all on themselves.
Wow.
And then they like licking their fingers.
Oh.
So you got that far.
Yeah, I couldn't stop. Like, I couldn't stop.
You
Like
can't stop. 'Cause I did see it, and I was just so shocked.
you're not in the mic.
You so shocked by it all. You can't stop watching. It got
Yeah.
worse though.
Yeah,
They
it
was
do
in
get
the
worse.
field,
Yeah.
like frolicking with the
Girls started to vomit, and they ate the
Yeah,
vomit.
the vomit, yeah,
It was
yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Y'all saw the
Girls,
same
one cup.
video?
It's a famous. It's like
Oh, it's a famous
yeah,
one.
it's a
Two
famous
girls,
one.
one cup. Y'all look it up.
Oh, wow.
At your own risk.
Watch it
I'll
tonight
take
before y'all
your
go
word
to
for
sleep.
Don't do it.
Not before go to
Y'all
sleep.
might be into
Y'all might be into that.
coprophilia. That might be your thing.
That stinks.
So
That stinks.
I mean, Biggie said if that shit's on the bitch. I mean, Biggie did say. I mean,
That's the
And I believe he did it.
It was a request.
So what y'all saying? Y'all not gonna try it?
Nah.
Man behind the mic, you gonna try it? Obviously he's gonna get into it. So if you brought this, if your wife Sherry brought this to you and said, "Babe, I want to poop on you tonight," what's your reaction?
That is
Because y'all been married, y'all been
Yeah.
together for a long time. You got to be creative. Keep it
creative.
that's not creative.
That is
not creative.
Keep it kinky.
That is
So what
stinky.
would you say?
It ain't kinky. It's stinky.
He said stinky. Stinky
Not
and
kinky. It's
What would
Yeah,
you say?
that wouldn't be a yes for me. That would be a
Okay.
no. You know.
And first of all,
But
where'd you
I'm
learn that
open
from?
to different
things,
things.
right.
You know what I mean? Maybe even if I had to put some plastic on my shit so it don't actually directly hit my skin.
Oh, so you
That's taking. I
I'm just
appreciate
saying.
that.
For the
you
wife,
actually
just for the
do that.
misses. You see, when you
Yeah.
got the wife,
Oh, he
you
a team
gotta,
player. He
you know what I
think-
mean? I'm a team
he
player. I
gotta see
told
it through,
you
my
that.
boy.
If I had some
So-
aluminum foil or something, maybe you just, you mean?
all right, so
Long as it don't get on my skin.
what if she put the saran wrap over your face?
This nigga's imagination is ridiculous.
I'm just
man.
saying, you take on for the team, literally, right in the grill. Like,
It's disgusting.
Yeah,
Nah,
but you
you-
still gotta have boundaries, beloved.
nah,
So
man.
You
shocked
ain't
you
doing the
said-
plastic on the
What?
face.
Look at my face. Look.
I'm so appalled.
That is
Look at her. Look, you see her face? Now her face is done.
that's
Nah,
I'm done.
it's not gonna touch his face.
nasty.
And then you grab the wrap with this.
Yeah, you just hold the wrap like.
Just roll the wrap up, wrap it up, and
Negative.
Wrap it up.
so you put it down the toilet. Because if you put it in a trash can, it's gonna stink.
That's nasty.
You definitely don't
So
put it
you
in
gotta
trash.
put it in the toilet. So somebody gotta get the glove and scoop it in the
Nah,
toilet.
you can put it in a bag and just throw it in the trash. Out back.
Okay, yeah, outside.
Yeah.
He sounds like a pro at that.
like you
you
tried
never
this
know. You never know.
I mean, you might
But you-
get. I mean, he get peed on. He might get shit on.
But you gotta. But
Literally.
the thing is though, you don't know if it's gonna be. Now I mean, a log or a squirt. then you hurting.
So
if it's a
that's
squirting,
on
you
your
are
face,
hurting.
and
I got a story with.
squirts
I
out?
mean, I do have a story though. I got a crazy
You
story.
knock
with
some
that.
squirt out. You knock some-
Well, it happened before. I never really told it on the podcast. Though. I told it on my boy podcast, but I ain't never really shared it on this podcast.
All right, put it out there. What happened?
We might as well say it now. We all
Since you talking about it.
right?
So, long time ago.
Long time ago.
Yes.
Long time
You put it in
ago.
a whole nother voice.
Long time
I'm trying to
ago.
make it romantic, nigga.
I was dealing with a young lady, and she came over, and we were intimate. So you know, like when you lay a woman,
Say intimate.
yeah, I'm keeping
Young lady.
Listen, I'm keeping, I'm
When
keeping,
she's involved, it's not intimate.
I'm gonna keep it real PG for TikTok. You know, we gotta post it later on. So anyway, we were intimate, and like you know, when you lay a woman on their side, so she's on her side.
Right.
So as you going in and out, you might grab a butt cheek and
She
lift it up
sharded a little bit.
Listen, so you might grab a butt cheek, lift it up a little bit. So as I cracked it open, I'm like, so I thought it was like gas. I'm like, no, that's not like gas. No. So I'm like, go in. I'm like, no, that ain't right. So I get out,
Get
hit
out.
the light, shit everywhere.
Wow.
Wait,
Sheets.
wait.
my
Was y'all
leg.
doing anal?
No.
What,
Wow.
then what happened?
She said it was the pressure.
Pressure.
My man.
What?
Knocked out the
Yes,
box.
yo.
My man was hitting the dookie shoot.
So she didn't even stop you like
Said
she
the lights was
said,
off.
Listen,
It's in the wrong
listen,
hole.
my guy, I just let something. We gotta
That's,
clean up.
that's the thing. Like, I'm wondering why you ain't saying, like, why didn't you say anything? Like,
Good.
Was this
but
like your
then,
first
so
time? Was she a new
it was the first time. So mind you,
And
so,
the last.
First
Yeah.
time.
Was it
So
embarrassing to her?
I
listen,
would
so,
never come back.
so listen, so listen, so all right, so
That is.
screw my sheets up, bag them up, I throw them in the trash. I get in the shower. She gets in the shower, got out the shower. She says, "You want to finish?" No, I'm disgusted. The party is over. Like
What's going on?
the party is
It's time to
over.
cut.
Like
They're home?
so I-
You ain't cuddle?
Cut.
cuddle.
You ain't even want to cuddle?
Hey,
Oh,
dog.
no, I
Dookie
was, no, I was done.
Dookie booty?
So I asked her, like,
Dookie.
I asked her like a couple of days, like, do you tell your friends? She was like, I did tell she did tell like one of her girlfriends. I'm like, I asked her, was she embarrassed? She's like, no, wasn't embarrassed.
You not embarrassed?
Did you hit again?
Nah, wasn't done.
Damn.
Well, you did. So
Is it
did-
because she
did you
shitted on
complete
you?
the mission though? Because
What mission?
You gotta see it. You gotta see it through,
I
my
see
boy.
it.
You
Shit
like,
my
I-
gotta see it
through.
through, my boy.
right,
No, wrong.
You gotta see it through.
you gotta see
You
it.
gotta at least
No, I
bust-
don't.
you gotta at least bust a nut
in
in.
there.
That's disgusting.
She shitted on you.
Poop was
She
on your
did.
belly.
It was on my balls. It was bad.
It probably was on
That's
your
a
belly.
bad
It was
joke.
on my balls.
I would have had a fit.
I would
Fits.
have been so embarrassed. Like,
You would have, and
She
I would have
didn't
made
eat
you
no
more
head.
I would have
embarrassed.
never talked. I would have probably blocked you just for the sake of my
Disgusting.
embarrassment.
You should at least get you a dookie hand job. Use that joint for lube, like
But I did talk about that. I did- but I,
The stinkiest hand job I ever got.
horrible.
that was bad. But I did talk about that on my on the 25th Crackers podcast. But yeah, I never really.
Disgusting.
That was terrible.
So I want you guys again to go home and try these fetishes and report back. All right.
Ain't nobody trying that.
It's
right, so
some
that-
traditional fucking. There you go. All that
The
other
basic-
shit.
Just
Yeah, that was
basic,
shit.
basic
nothing
training.
there.
Everybody else.
It's absolutely nothing there, yo. All right, so